Only by reading this story can one grasp the true meaning of life. Two young travelers trekked over mountains and rivers to reach the cliff's edge, only to be halted by an abyss whose depths were impossible to fathom. The dizzying ravine filled them with dread. James, the blonde-haired brother, pulled out a map to study it. With no path beside them, they had no choice but to press forward. This should have been a wooden bridge connecting the two mountains, but it had snapped clean off. Anyone facing such an abyss would turn back, but dark-haired Jack was different. With a determined look in his eyes, he slowly walked to the edge of the broken bridge. In that moment, his blonde companion seemed to understand his intent. Hope and joy returned to their faces. They decided to rebuild the wooden bridge to the other side. First, they gathered materials. Piece by piece, they assembled broken planks. Then they bound them together with rope, before placing heavy stones atop them. All this was witnessed by a young girl from the nearby village. The villagers watched warily, deeply doubting their success. So it was that part of the broken bridge was successfully rebuilt. They slowly made their way to the end of the bridge. The sturdy planks bore their weight, though the destination remained far off. Those mere dozens of meters brought them unwavering hope. Day after day they ventured into the forest to cut timber for the bridge. Seeing their efforts, villagers eventually joined in. Soon materials piled up like mountains. The pair waved to the girl in thanks. Gradually they built the bridge higher and wider. They hoisted the deck with ropes and selected a nearby tree as an anchor point to support the entire structure's weight. Days passed and the broken bridge grew longer. They finally reached the center of the high rock. Tying stones to ropes, they pushed them with all their might toward the other side. The broken bridge was lifted high. Overjoyed, James lit the signal flare. Fireworks burst across the sky. The villagers rejoiced for them. This meant they were halfway to success, believing that with persistence, they could cross this vast abyss and emerge from the mountains. But soon the monsoon weather arrived. The wind grew fiercer. They gazed at the dark, ominous clouds in the distance. To retreat now would mean all their efforts were for naught. Yet the approaching storm also meant a narrow escape from death. But the bridge was still just a bit too short, certainly not long enough to jump across. The storm arrived. Villagers hurried indoors, but the little girl refused to go back.